We're having an apple tasting. It's a bunch of varietals from across Ontario, and we're trying to get people to try things that they haven't tried before and really understand what's being grown in Ontario and what kinds of apples they can really get that's outside of the grocery store. I think it's important because there's a lot of diversity that we've got in Ontario, and a lot of times where we get stuck in a rut of buying the same things that we know, and it's important to just, even if we do gravitate back to the things that we know or things that are accessible, to try something new, to understand what is out there, and then maybe make different kinds of decisions when we get the opportunity.
Where can you get these apples?
That's a good question. At various orchards across Ontario. I know my partner and I, we go to one just outside of Stratford every year that we love, and we go and pick 6 or 7 different varietals out there. But again, because most of these aren't going to be at grocery stores, you're left to looking at farmers markets. But I really encourage people to go to the orchards. The people that work there, they love what they do, they love the apples, and they can tell you so much about them. And find one you love and go pick some apples. It's a fun way to spend an afternoon.
Do you have any favorites so far today?
Oh yeah, definitely. The Liberties and the, I think it's called the Wealthy. It's one of the older ones. I had never heard of it before. It's an older apple. It's got a tartness that I just crave in an apple, and so it's definitely one of my favorites. And the Liberty's just a classic that if you can get at some farmers markets, and it has the right mix of tart and sweet. The snow apple, the fameuse, is one of the oldest ones. I know it was bred in Quebec. It was inspired by some of the older world apples, and it actually is one of the oldest apples in Canada, and it inspired a whole history of apple growing in Canada. And the Macintosh has owes a lot to the snow apple, and the Macintosh, being the quintessential Ontario apple, again has inspired so many new modern apples that I guess we owe a big debt to the snow apple to inspire the Macintosh.